Okay, now I want to show you how to answer this question. Um, let's look at what the instruction or the question says here before I explain the features of this question here or a diagram. Here we have that the plan and elevation of a support block are shown below, referring to this question or this diagram. Draw an isometric view making the curved surface A the lowest part of the view. Isometric scale is not required. Okay, I'm not going to bother myself with isometric scale is not required, that statement. Okay, let's come to the diagram and look at what we have in the diagram. Now, this is the elevation as written here. This is the elevation, and here we have the plan. It is written here. This is the plan. Okay, now let's talk about what we have in the plan. So here we have this curve. So we have this curve. So the radius is 40 mm. For this circle, diameter is 40 mm. And for this rectangle that we see here, the length is 40 and the width is 20 as written here. So the total length of this diagram from here, of this plan, so from here to here is this is 40. From here to here is 40. So 40 plus 4, this 40, that is 80. 80 plus 20, that is 100. 100 plus 30, that's 130 mm. That is total length, 130 mm. And the width from here to here, this is 40. We have 40 to this place, so making it 80 mm. And for this rectangle that we have here, the width is, or the length is 28. The length is 28. So, and let's look at what we have in the elevation. So for the elevation, the thickness from here to here is 12, and for this from here to here, so it's also 12, and the height is 75. From here to here is 20, and from here to here is 28. So I will advise you that whenever you come across orthographic views like this, and you're asked to transform it to isometric view, try as much as possible to sketch the diagram first. So sketch it first, so that will help you to get it will help you to get what you want to do, or that isometric view that you're asked to produce. So for me, I've sketched the diagram. I sketched it here. So this is it. This is what you want to draw. This is what you want to do. So I've made a sketch of it. So as we have here that so for this circle, so this is the circle, so the diameter of this circle is 40, and for this curve, the radius is from the center of the circle here, the radius is 20 mm. And for this rectangle that we have here, this rectangular hole that we have here, so here we have from here to here is 40, and the width is 20. I didn't put all the dimensions there. And then for this, so this is what we have here. So from here to here is 28. From here to here is 28, as we have in the diagram, that from here to here is 28. And then from here to here, as written here, from here to here, that is distance from here to here is 20, as written in the question. So I'm going to produce this object. I'm going to produce it based on dimensions that we are given here, and I want you to follow me. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do here is that okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is that, so we draw the horizontal line. As you know that isometric object is the two receding lines of isometric object, they are all at 30 degrees to the horizontal. So you take your 30 degrees set square, so draw the left receding side, and then you draw the right receding side or line. right preceding line. So this is it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is that, as you know, that the total length of the object is 130 mm. So I will come here and take 130. So this line is not long enough. Okay, so this is 130 mm. This is 130 mm, and then the width here is 80. So this is, so I take 80 mm from here. So this is 80 mm. All right. So the next is I will produce vertical lines. This point. So come here also. Draw a vertical line, and here. So I will draw a vertical line like this. Okay, so the next is I will take 12 mm. The thickness is 12 mm. So I will take 12 mm. This is 12 mm here. Then all right, so transfer it here. Okay, so partially transfer it to this side. Just is okay. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is that, so looking at this object here, so we are told that from here to the thickness of this thing is 12 mm. The thickness is 12 mm from this end is 12 mm. So I will take 12 mm from here. I take 12 mm from here. Okay, so this is 12 mm. Then so draw the vertical line. Then the height as given in the question, is 75. So the height is 75. So I will take 75 mm. So take 75 mm. So this is 75 mm here. That is 75. Okay. So the distance from here to here, as given in the question, is it from here to here is 28. From here to here is 20. That is the distance from here to here, 28. And from here to here is still from here to here, as we have in the question, that from here to here is 20. It means that from this point to this point, that is 8. That is 8 mm. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I will draw this 75. So I will extend the 75 forward. Okay, so the 75 goes forwards. Then I will take a measurement of 20 from here. Take a measurement of 20 mm. Measurement of 20 mm. So this is 20. This is 20 mm. Then, so I'll transfer so this point, draw this, and then from this 20, so this goes like this. Then, as we have in the question, that from here to here is 28. So I measure 28 mm here. So I measure 28 mm. So this question is going to, so this is 28, it will take time. So that's 28. Then So transfer it here. Then so we draw that down. So as we have in the question, the distance from here to here, this is 28. From here to here is 28. So I will also measure 28 mm down. So take a measurement of 28 mm down here. So this is 28. All right. So next is okay. So I transfer this side, and then for this I'll bring it down here. Okay. Then so I still need to draw this to touch this one. Then so this goes inward a bit. Then I will measure 28. So I'll measure 28 from here. So take a measurement of 28 here. So that's 28. So I will draw a vertical line. Vertical line goes like this. Okay. So then I will transfer this to the other side. So draw it backward. So on this line, I will measure 130 from here. Measure 130 from here. So this is 130 mm. This is 130 mm. So then I will draw this point, draw it here like this. Okay, so I would like to bring out this shape. So while I pause I want to tick this one so that I will know that I'm done with it. So, okay, so the next thing I want to do is to construct this curve here. To construct this curve. That's the next thing I want to do. So if you have watched my video on some isometric object that I've produced, you should be able to draw this. So, but I will explain. If you have not watched it, I will show you how to go about it. So that's what I want to do now. So from this point, as we are told that the radius of this curve is 40 mm from the center of the circle. So from the center of the circle here, so the radius is 40. So 40 mm. So what I'm going to do is that you take a measurement of 40 mm backward. Take a measurement of 40 mm. So this is 40 mm here. All right, so this is 40 mm. So then transfer this to the other side. Transfer this to the other side. All right, and then the distance from here to here is 80. Divide it into 2. That is 40 mm. So you take a measurement of 40 mm here. Take a measurement of 40 mm. So this is 40 mm. Then, so you draw this. So draw it at the center line. Okay. So after drawing this, so I will call this point, I will call it point O here. This point is point 0. I will call it 0. So I'm going to divide, so let me call this, I'm going to divide this distance from here to here. So let me call this point, let me call it point A, and this is point B. So I'm going to divide OA OA, let me call it O. So I'm going to divide OA and OB into a number of equal parts. So I'm dividing it into 8 equal parts. That's what I want to do. I'm dividing it into 8 equal parts. We divide OA into 8 equal parts and OB into 8 equal parts. So distance from here to here is what? Is 40. Distance from here to here is 40. So 40 by 8, that is 5 mm each. So divide it and we'll come back to the next thing that you want to do. So after dividing it, so I'm going to produce lines from each point. So I'll draw straight line from each point touching this point here, So I will pause and I will come back to it later. Okay, so I've divided OA and OB into 8 equal parts, and I've numbered. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 8th one. Then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8th one. So the next thing that we are going to do is that just come up here. So come up here a bit and draw your horizontal line. Take your set square, move away a little bit and draw a vertical line. Then take your compass. Take a measurement of 40 mm on your ruler. Take a measurement of 40 mm on your ruler here. Okay, then put it at this point. So actually this is point O. Okay, so put the pinpoint of your compass at O and draw a quarter of a circle. A quarter of a circle is okay. So quarter of a circle. Then this is point A. I will call this point A here. Then divide OA into 8 equal parts as we did for the object that we are constructing. So divide this into 8. This is 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay, so that is 8. So I will number this as 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4, 5, 6, and 7 here. Then draw vertical lines on each of the points. Draw vertical lines on each of the points. So draw vertical line. So draw a vertical line here. Draw a vertical line here. Okay. So this is the last one. So draw a vertical line here. Okay, so after doing this, so the next thing that we are going to do is that, so each line that we draw from here, it meets the curve at particular point. So this meet it here, here, they intersect here, 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 here. So that's it. So you take your compass, so put it at point 1 here and extend to where the vertical line meets this curve on 1. So extend it here. So you put it at 1 here and you make an arc at this point on the line 1 and you take it to this side on point 1, make an arc here. Then you go to 2. So you extend the compass to this point where vertical line 2 meet the curve. So you put it at point 2 on the object. So you draw an arc here. So bring it here. So you draw an arc here. So the next is 3. So you continue like that. Okay, so all the points have been located. So the next thing I'm going to do is to use my French curve to join the points together. So this is it. So I want to join the points together. So so you need to Okay. Okay, so last one, so we join it like this. All right, so that is the curve, but we are not done. Because if you look at what we have here, so we also have the curve, we also have it down here, we also have it down here. So I'm going to produce that. So how can we get that curve done? So what you do is that you transfer this point here, this point, so transfer this point, transfer it down here, this point, you also bring it down, draw a vertical line from this point, and from this point also, so draw a vertical line, and from this point draw a vertical line, from this point draw a vertical line, from here draw a vertical line, from this also draw a vertical line, from this point here draw a vertical line, so draw a vertical line here, here draw a vertical line here, this point draw a vertical line, this point draw a vertical line down, and here draw a vertical line down, and here, so draw a vertical line down here. All right, so you may not do it for this one, but do it for this. So draw a vertical line, that's the last one. So if you look at the thickness of this object is 12 mm. So the reason why we drew vertical line from each of these points is that these points have gone into the main object. They have gone into the main object. So we need to draw vertical line at each point, and then we take a measurement of 12 mm, which is the distance from here to here. So just take the distance from here to here is 12 mm. Or if I want to take it from my, so if I take it from my ruler, so this is still 12 mm here. So this is still 12 mm. This is it. This 12 mm. So then you put at this point, put it at this point. So you draw an arc here. Put it at this point. So you draw an arc. So you put it here. You draw an arc. Put it here. Draw an arc here. Put it here. Draw an arc. Put it here. Draw an arc. Oh. Draw an arc here. Put it at this point. Draw an arc here. So this one is already 12. So you don't have to. So put it here. So draw an arc here. Put it here. Draw an arc. So put it here. Draw. Put it here. Draw. You put it here. So draw an arc. So we join all these points together. So this point, so starting from here, so we join them together with the use of the French curve. So all these points will be joined together with the use of the French curve. So I pause and join them together. Alright, so this is it. So I've joined them together, and this is what we have. So we are done with that curve that we have there. So the next is that we want to draw this circle now. So we want to draw this circle. Don't forget that the diameter of this circle is 40 mm. So the radius is 20. So what we do is that so extend this line, the center line here at O, extend So extend the center line. So draw it backward. So extend it. Then you come to this line. Take a measurement of 20 mm to the front and also to the back. 20 mm here. This is 20 and this also 20 mm here. So on this line, since we are dividing this to 5 equal parts, so this will be 5, 10, 20. Sorry, this is 5, this is 10, this is 15, and this is 20. So we have 20 here. And this is also 5, 10, 15, and 20. So we have it here. So we are going to form a square here. Form a square. So I need to extend this one. So extend this backward, and this also extend it backward here. Then, so from here, draw a line on this and come to this point here. So draw a line meeting this here and meeting this here. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is that I will call this point, this is point A, and this is point B. So this is point C, and this is point G. So here I have E, this is F, G, and H. So we have this point. So the next is that, so you join AC together with a straight line. Join AC together with a straight line. Join point A and point C together with a straight line. Okay. So after joining this together, so you join BE together. If you have seen my video on isometric circle, so this should not be difficult for you. So and BH, join it together. So if you have not seen that video, please, you need to go and watch so that we know how to construct isometric circle. Okay, then you join DG together. So I initially join DF together, then you join DG together. So I'm going to construct the circle now. So I'm going to construct the circle. I need to pause this video and I will come back later. Okay, so I've produced the isometric circle, but it's not complete yet, because if you have this object as a real object in your presence, you will see a curve down. If you look into the cell, into the hole, you will see a curve down the edge of the hole, down or under the object. So you see it there. So I need to produce that, and this is how to produce it. This is how to produce. So what you need to do is that come to this point E here, draw a vertical line. Draw a vertical line down. Okay, then come to this point here, this point D here. So draw a vertical line down here, and then you come to this point H here. So draw a vertical line like this. Okay, so actually the line that I drew from point D here, it touched this circle, this isometric circle, it touched at this point. So this is the point that I need. So I will take my compass. So take a measurement of 12 mm, which is thickness of this part of the object. So take a measurement of 12 mm. So you put it at this point E here. You draw an arc. Then put it at this point. Draw an arc on this vertical line. And put it at this point H. So you draw an arc here. So these 3 points, we are going to join them together with the use of the French curve. We are going to use the French curve to join these together. Okay, so it goes like this. It goes like this. So all right, so there is it. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we're almost done. So the next thing is for us to draw this rectangular hole. So the length is 40 and the width is 20 mm. So I need to extend this line. I need to extend this line from here. And I need to extend this too because the diameter of the circle is 40 mm. So I'll just draw this backward. Okay, so from diagram that we have here, so we are going to take a measurement of 40 mm from the center of the circle backward. 40 mm from the center of the circle backward. So we take a measurement of 40 from the center of the circle. So this is 40 mm. And the width of the rectangular hole is 20. So we take 20 here. This is 20 mm here. So then, so I produce a line from here. So produce a line from here. So here, and from here, produce a line upward. Okay. Then, as we did for the circular hole, that if I have this object before me, I will see this edge. Under it, I will see this edge. So the same thing applies to the rectangular hole. So what we need to do is that from this point here, you draw a vertical line and you come here at this point. So draw a vertical line down. Then you take that 12 mm. So take the 12 mm here. So this is 12 mm. Put it at this point. Draw an arc and you put it here. You draw an arc. Then, so the next thing is from this point here. So draw a line like this, and from here, so you join this together. Okay. So I need to make this thick. Alright, so that's the rectangular hole. So the next thing what I want to do is that I need to take these edges so that the object can come out. So you can see that this really takes time because of the explanation. So the last part is this. So to construct this isometric object, so it's as simple as I've shown it here. So you can use the same dimension. This is a WAEC question. So you can use the same dimension to construct this object. So I really appreciate your patience and continue to watch my videos on YouTube and subscribe. If you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. And share this video with friends who are technical drawing students, most especially if you are preparing for WAEC as a technical drawing student. So share this video with friends, and also continue to practice. If you practice, you get it very well. You know it very well, even more than I do. I really appreciate you. God bless you.